She was all alone on the floor of her office, forehead and hands flat on the carpet, rocking back and forth, back and forth. Tears pouring from her eyes, trying to hold in her cries to the universe so no one else would hear her on the other side of the wall. It was the type of cry that came from your guts and made you gasp for air. She tried to catch her breath now in the fetal position, still rocking herself back and forth in hopes to release the pain she felt in her body and heart, because it was all just too much. She didn't think she would make it through this time. Her 5th, 7th year cycle of hell. Although her mouth didn't open, she screamed at the top of her lungs to the heavens, "Why am I here? Why is this happening? What am I supposed to do?" Immediately, she heard an inaudible voice say, as clear as day, "You were made to love. That's what you've always done, and that's what you'll continue to do. There's more for you." She held her breath for a moment, stunned, wanting to hear and know more. In time, she would understand. This she I speak of was me. What got her to such a place? Here's your ticket to visualize the movie we'll call her life. Step into the theater and find a comfortable seat to catch just a glimpse of this story. Ready, set, play. Complications and challenges almost caused a loss in utero, but she came through, a Gemini June baby born unto parents who were doing the best they could to stay together for her and her older brother, but they were barely surviving at best, hanging on by a frail thread. 2 years into her life, they decided to let go of that last remaining shreds, and new characters would enter the scene to play parental roles. The battle for custody waged a great and dirty war, and the mother lost the fight. Ripped away from her only safety and security, left alone, different characters kept entering new scenes, and one of the older ones she trusted decided to repeatedly steal her innocence. Her slow death began before she even had time to live, and it went on for years, causing more destruction and devastation to her already damaged world. She never ever felt safe, no matter where she was. As she grew, so did the depth of rejection, fear, pain, and shame she felt every single day. It kept compiling and compacting with each passing year. She was so lost. Intense, all-encompassing pain in every inhale and every exhale. She would cry out to God for it all to end as she filled binders and notebooks with words unspoken. The light she tried to hang on to had completely gone out. The darkness consumed her, swallowed her up, and she could no longer take the pain. As it consumed her, she consumed anything and everything to never feel again. And 5 times in 4 years, you would be holding your breath, watching this unfold on screen, waiting and wondering if she was going to wake up. Breathe. 1. Breathe. 2. Breathe. 3. Breathe. 4. Breathe. 5. Each time she came to, but the last time was different, and she was done. She tried to convince herself that it wasn't rape because it was a friend, but once she accepted the truth, guilt, blame, and shame enveloped her again like a thick, dense, cold, and suffocating wet blanket. Over the next few years of her life, she picked up the pieces like she had always done before, weighed down with just enough moments of reprieve. She stumbled around, in and out of relational heartbreak, trying to find her place in a world she always wanted to leave because she didn't know how to live nor have a desire. She finally moved away from the known, met a man, and married him way too soon and way too young. Another disaster decision made in the dark. The cycle of pain and abuse perpetuated. Generational cycles ensued. She thought she found her escape, thought maybe the second time around would be different. She thought she traded her family in for peace, stability, freedom, and purpose. Finally, her redemption song. And she had all of that. But for a fleeting moment. She was able to learn, grow, and start to heal. She started to shed her shame and forgive herself and others for her past, but she was also trapped in a whole new world of hell. What once seemed to give her a breath of new life slowly started taking it from her. And it was a slow, excruciating suffocation, unlike anything she had ever experienced before. Any ounce of strength she gained was strategically siphoned away, manipulated and controlled. She didn't know there was the ability to reach this kind of intensity and torment and this level of depth of despair in an all-new, uncharted chambers and the pits of hell. This led to the final death of the girl and the life of loyalty and devotion she worked so hard to build. Her false identity and life facade came crumbling down, not like a wrecking ball to a building of bricks, but blown up by an atomic bomb. She didn't know how she'd ever recover from all the damage that was done. And now we reach the scene in this timeline where we started with in this movie, the one with the girl all alone on her office floor, crying out to God to either make sense of it all or end it all once and for all. And this was the catalyst for what finally woke me up, annihilating everyone and everything in my life as I knew it. To die and be reborn, to begin again from ground zero. See, all along there was a plan. Oh, to be awake in the dream. What no one gets to see in this movie is the behind-the-scenes work that was being done the whole time. This includes the decade of time the universe kept bringing people into my path to mentor and love. My lifetime of pain brought me face to face with my purpose. And as it turns out, I was living it all along. The endless ability to keep my heart open and keep on loving no matter what I endured. I found myself with an angel in the front seat of a rental car, being driven across the country with only the belongings that would fit into it, to a place I'd never been, to begin my life anew. In the middle of what appeared to be the ending of everything I had ever known was really the beginning of everything I never knew I always wanted. In the trenches of what looked to be me losing it all was the gift of finding my true self for the first time. My soul's emergence had begun through this awakening, this initiation. A tiny spark of a belief ignited that I wasn't irrevocably broken or damaged beyond repair. And this was the true meaning of being born again. For there has to be an ending in order for there to be a beginning. Nothing we go through in life is wasted, and there is so much purpose in our pain. I went on a journey to discover, transform, and awaken into a woman who fell in love with herself for the first time, and I finally felt whole. I was finally remembering. I realized my worth and how incredibly invaluable I was. I went from wanting to die every single day to leave this body riddled with pain and shame, willing to do anything to just be able to leave this planet, to a full 180, choosing life, choosing to be here fully, wholly, completely, arms and heart and eyes wide open, full on, fully in, and most importantly, choosing to really live. I woke up to remember I was beautifully, uniquely, perfectly, divinely designed to be exactly who I am. I finally remembered who I am. Oh, how we get consumed in the illusion of the character, lost in the human suit. I know I am not the things I've done or the things that have been done to me. I know every single step, every experience led me to where I am today, to who I am today. I know I am to lovingly guide my soul and heart-centered consciousness to its highest evolution for my highest good, for my highest timeline in this lifetime, through all the experiences it came here to have. And I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. I am here, I am here, I am here, and choosing to continuously show up and live out my purpose by loving and guiding other souls to do the same. Turns out, love is the medicine that cures all, and it is the answer to everything. May you too remember that you are not the things you've done or the things that have been done to you. You are not the things you've done or the things that have been done to you. That is not who you are. What started out as a dark and tragic tale of a girl who lost absolutely everything in order to find her way to her truth through experiencing the art of healing and real redemption, real love, was what she needed in order to receive in abundance everything she didn't know she always had. She learned that surrendering and dying many deaths well enabled her to be reborn and live life well too. As it turns out, the third time is a charm, and dreams do come true. Everything that happened next in the storyline proved that magic is real. This, all of this, right now, is my happy ending, even with the rest still unwritten. I am grateful, filled to the brim. I am, I am, I am. The purpose of this space is to provide a portal for embodying your highest human and divine potential. By bridging the spiritual and the physical realms and choosing to fully be here and present in the illusion of the impermanence. Communicating what I am seeing through the experiences in this evolutionary existence and utilizing the tools we've been given in hopes of you remembering who you are. May you feel seen, loved, and held in this space as you relax, as you release what is no longer serving you, and as you receive what is being offered in each transmission. May you revisit whenever you need a reminder, a recalibration, or a reset to bring you back to center. You are loved. You are light. You are love. I am you. You are me. And we are one.